All right, and today's patron shout out goes to Let's Go Toya.
Let's go. Sorry.
Let's go, Taurus.
Oh shit. Okay.
You know, I thought I knew the cheer. Like, brr.
Burr, it's cold
it's
in
cold
here.
in
There
here.
must be some
I said,
Toros in
some
the
Toros in the
atmosphere.
atmosphere.
Yes.
I'm still
Get that
big
weakness out of here.
red.
Trying to steal our bit, but you look like and we're the ones who were down with it.
I have no idea what you guys are referencing.
Well,
What?
yeah.
Just the
You never seen
Australian.
Raven on?
I got no idea.
Oh, this is why it's not safe to invite straight people
Okay,
into
so-
our
Hey,
environment.
we again, Toya, we really appreciate your patronage. And also, we can't give Pugga too much credit because George just saw this for the first time a year ago. And the entire time we're watching it, I'm having a great time at the end. I was like, so George, what'd you think? He's like, it's okay.
But he loved Practical Matt. I'm very confused at how his brain goes about loving movies or something.
I'm happy he enjoyed Practical
I
Magic
know.
because that would have been.
Oh, I
rough.
love Practical Magic, but it's just funny that he didn't. I don't know. It's just anyway.
It was funny. Like I think it's. I don't know.
No one
'cause-
can explain
Yeah.
how
But-
George works.
Yeah.
Right.
But again,
No one.
let's go, Toya. Thank you.
Welcome to the Horror Hour.
We
all go a little mad.
Energy.
Welcome back. Shut up. Welcome back to the Horror Hour, where we discuss, debate, and disagree on all things horror. I am your MVP host, Nick. Nick says boo, and I am joined by 3 homosexuals and an honorary homosexual. Gail's Bangs, introduce yourself.
Hi, it's Yutaka. Yeah. All right. Bye.
Everybody's
have
favorite
anything.
little ginger. Say hello.
Hi. Oh,
What?
Wait, which one?
Oh, yeah, I guess you're
I
kind
was
of
just
ginger
saying,
We've got
too.
2 gingers.
Oh.
One real, one
The-
died.
Uh,
Oh,
Which is which?
Wait, are we talking about you? Or...
I am the
Oh, died.
I am the
Sorry,
dyed one.
sorry.
As you can tell by the roots that have not been done.
yeah.
That are brown.
Ooh, somebody needs to call his colorist Roots.
The fake ginger.
I am my
Say hello.
Hi. I am the fake ginger, or as it's more commonly known in more sexual circles, the pleasurable whole.
Okay. Aussi ginger. Say hello.
I never do that again.
I won't.
My first question for Liam is, why would you actively choose to dye your hair ginger? Out of all the hair colors, ginger?
I like ginger. I think it's a
Wait,
good
your
colour.
beard is dyed too?
Yeah, it's usually it's still got a ginger tinge, but it's not like this
Have
ginger.
you got a ginger minge though?
We
do
love
not.
ginger minge.
We do.
And last but not least, we are joined by he who looks like he buys his shirts from truck stops. Say hello.
Oh my god, it does.
I often have to remind myself that Stephen King did not write this one into one of his books. You beast, monster, hateful. The torture that he puts me through every week. I've had enough. I'm moving back to New York.
Love on the couch, dude.
You know what, Pugga Pillar? Go yourself.
Dude, you look like you're on the set of Blacked, man.
That's right. Did you get the part?
Let's move on before I get too excited. Anyways,
That's right.
These are stop to a false.
So today we are here to discuss atmospheric horror films. Ooh, movies that are dripping and oozing and just porous and sweaty with atmosphere. So, to start us out, we will have...
Leo, what are you doing?
I missed that because I couldn't see.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know.
Something nasty that I shouldn't be doing when it's recording.
Look how red you are. You look like my nuts after I nared them that one time.
Because I turn off everything, so it's like
He
quiet.
said dripping and wet. So I was like, oh.
Oh my
Well. Well. All right.
Why am I
first-
drooling now?
Oh God. First, Millhouse.
Old age.
What's your first pick?
Why do I always have to be the first? Okay. So my first urban legend is
I was about to be like, you.
no.
I'm like
no.
6 months later, he finally is on topic. Anyway,
Yeah, I finally get to talk about my
Right.
options. So I went with an Australian flick for the first one, just to be on brand a little bit, and that is 2005's Wolf Creek. Now, have either of you seen this movie?
Yes.
Correct,
Mhm.
yes.
It is
Mhm.
extremely accurate. to,
David
like,
is
Outback.
either no or is still thinking
Probably
back
thinks
to
he's in
what happened
Wolf
at the
Creek
beginning.
at the moment.
right.
Worst
I'm
Wait,
still
final
on-
girl
yeah,
ever.
looks like it.
I'm still on
That
Urban
helps
Legend.
ring a bell.
Yeah.
There's that too.
Talk
But
amongst yourselves.
But yeah, this movie is extremely accurate to like outback Australia, like rural areas and stuff like that. It's empty, it's dry. It's like if you're stuck in that area, you are essentially just because there's nothing for miles. And the people out there are exactly like that main guy. Yeah.
Murderers?
They're- well, maybe not murderous, but they're like deranged, they're like racist, they're just so disconnected from like society. It's very accurate, and I think it has a
It reminds me of someone. Wait a minute.
George. He ain't here at the moment, dude.
Fuck, don't make me get red again. Wait a minute.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. But Wolf Creek's my first one. It's
That's
very
a good one.
very creepy.
I just
atmosphere.
I hate
good
the ending.
pick. Isn't there like 3 of them?
There's a third one in the works, and there's 2 seasons of a TV show, which
Yeah, I was
is
gonna say I think there's a TV show
overkill, I think. But
Is the TV
Whatever.
show at least good?
I haven't watched it.
Oh,
Is it
So
like
it's-
made Australian made, or is it like Americans took it and did their own?
It's Australian made. Australian made. It's got the same guy in it and everything.
Oh.
So I think that's his like career. Like that's the peak of his career. Is this serial killer guy?
Wait.
Okay. Well,
so mine, I don't know. Well, we'll see if you guys have heard of this one. It's a 2008 film called Splinter.
I don't even know.
I've
I
had a few splinters.
feel like I
but,
have-
like,
So,
I feel like I have
basically
heard
trapped
of
in an
this.
isolated gas station by a voracious splinter parasite that transforms the still living victims into deadly hosts. And part of the great thing, obviously,
It's
is
a deadly what?
deadly hosts. So
Oh.
basically, like
David heard deadly hose.
yeah,
That's what I
he
thought it
heard.
said.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
He
my
is,
god!
and he's 30 pound for a meet and greet.
Yeah. So like when it infects you, you'll have like splinters coming out of your body, but also you'll like contort, do weird things. So David, but yeah, it primarily takes place at this yeah, primarily takes place at this gas station at night, and it's just this like I wouldn't say family and all that, but they're just holed up trying to survive, trying to not get touched by this parasite, that these bodies are all getting mangled and nasty and gnarly, and it's just uneasy because you don't know, I mean, if they're gonna make it or not. Like truly, like even if they did, I just never felt like there would be a happy ending. I actually don't remember the ending, but I just know the way the victims died, it was not pleasant. So regardless,
That's the one from
just,
2008.
From the poster, it was like porcupines.
yeah,
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
well, that was a great choice. Liam, my sweet Liam. What is your first choice?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna not go off my list because Pugger Talking reminded me of a film from Australia that I really like. I feel like is quite atmospheric, and that is The Loved Ones. It's about a young girl who wanted the popular boy to ask her to the prom, and he doesn't. So her dad kidnaps him and brings him back to the house, and they torture him.
Sounds like it was
That's
made
cute.
in Australia.
Yeah. Stars Xavier Samuels of Twilight fame.
Was this
The other two
based off
people
George's teenage years?
The first one?
you would think. From Eclipse. He's
Oh, yeah.
he's the one the Victoria turns to control the zombie
He was
vampire
annoying.
army. Yeah. He's actually quite a good actor, and he was really good in The Loved Ones, which is weird that he isn't good in Twilight. But The Loved Ones is very good, very graphic. And because because most of the movie is only set in this one place, it makes you feel like very claustrophobic, and it's good. It's good. And it's good for the body horror type stuff. Like the stuff that they do to him you're like a baby terrifier.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I'm not interested anymore now.
I saw the clip. Somebody said, like, I've been getting like I've got at least like about like 15 messages sending me the clip of him just like putting the gifts in the thing, and then the little girl is like and all that stuff, and he just look. You know what? I'm not looking. This is gonna my whole Christmas next year. I just know it.
I'm so excited.
I just know it's gonna-
I'm so excited.
I'm so
Oh,
excited.
God.
That poster's amazing.
And it wasn't until later that I noticed that he's wearing Santa's face as a bitch. Oh my God, y'all are sick. Anyways,
Speaking of things that are sick, David, what's your first pick?
my pick is Zodiac. I know it's not like exactly like a horror, like, but it is terrifying. Because
Mhm.
there are scenes in that movie where there's like nothing going on. It's literally just people like looking at each other. And like, remember the scene where he goes into the guy's basement and he just first of all, nothing crazy, like something crazy is happening, like there's something going on, but there's nothing that warrants like you feeling like chilly to the bone until they're down there and there's like that complete silence and the surround things like that. In the scene where it's like in the cab and the empty neighborhood, and when the couple is like having their day and he's like slowly walking by, there's like scenes in that movie that are very unsettling, and it just and when there's nothing going on,
Gives you a shiver.
yeah, it makes you feel uncomfortable when there's absolutely nobody's getting like murdered, nobody's getting mutilated, but the setting alone, the dichotomy of having like something so sweet like a couple having a nice date or whatever, and then having this like big huge black figure just approaching in a beautiful sunny day, it's very unsettling. And I love that movie. That movie is one that I had to watch like 2 times because I couldn't get to the end, because it pisses me off when we don't get an ending, like who it is. So I was just like, I was getting so upset because I'm like, oh my God, they're not gonna catch this. So it was just like things like that, and then I got into like the Zodiac killer and all that stuff because I was
going
young.
to say, like, they didn't catch him in
Yeah.
Because I was like enamored because my mom was like, oh, let's watch this movie, and I was like, when I saw it's based on a true story, I was like, oh shit, and then I didn't know about the Zodiac killer and all that stuff. But and I was
Isn't
like,
it wild though that he probably went and watched that movie and nobody knew it was him? So you could have been sitting next to him in the cinema.
That
he's
is
just
unsettling.
watching
just
it play out.
He's
He's just sitting there with his medium popcorn and Pepsi, just eating away, and you're sitting next to him. Crazy.
nightmare. Yeah, but yeah, the whole movie was just like,
oh, he like stuffs up. He accidentally gives out that Tim. He's like, oh, I remember doing this. It's like, oh, just beeline it out of the cinema.
But the point is
Great
like, yeah, it's a great movie, but visually it's just like a lot to take in because it's just so unnerving and you just feel uncomfortable even when it's just like dead silence, and it's so good.
And Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo too,
Yes.
right?
Right.
Oh,
That's right.
yeah. And what's his name?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake, thank you. Yeah.
Jamie
So
Lee
good.
Curtis's
Oh.
godson.
Yeah. Now to get the script. Anyways.
Really?
Oh. Well, this is the whole other conversation.
Is that like a really question?
Look at his face.
What's happening?
No, I didn't say it.
So Jake Gyllenhaal is Jamie Lee Curtis's godson, and when
I did
David
not
Gordon
know that.
Green announced that he wanted to do Halloween, she did not want to do it, and then Jake Gyllenhaal, who was friends with him, got the script and sent it to her and was like, I think you need to read it, and then she read it, and that's why she signed on.
God.
My first choice is going to be, I believe it's 2022's The Watcher with Micah Monroe. One of the best movies that I have seen in the last 10, 15 years. Okay. The story is very simple, but it is one of those. The reason that I picked this movie is because I feel like a movie that would qualify as being atmospheric is a movie that every single scene, every single shot exudes a mood. And The Watcher is a movie that I could take a screenshot of any single frame of that movie and it would look good as a picture on the wall.
Awesome.
It is so beautifully shot. The color is
Tumblr girls will be
disgustingly gorgeous.
shaking. Oh my god! Back in the day, they would have been eating it up.
Amazing, amazing. And it is also extremely scary. So for those who have not seen it, it is about Micah Monroe from It Follows. Her and her boyfriend, they move to what is it, Romania? Bulgaria? Some shit.
Yes.
Somewhere over that.
Romania.
Yeah. Romania. Bucharest, because they're in Bucharest.
Yes.
And there are reports on the TV that there is a serial killer that is going around targeting women. And while the husband goes to work, Micah Monroe doesn't have a job, and she's at home, and she notices somebody in the building across the street watching her through the window. And she slowly starts to be like, hey, husband, who's a dumbass, I think something's going on. I think I'm being watched. And he doesn't believe her, and it just escalates. But it is so good, y'all. It is so good. And then there's this one scene where she's got her hair pushed back. She's got this red dress on. I strongly considered switching teams in that moment because she's just so beautiful. She's just so beautiful.
She really is.
I still remember my
See
favorite
much is
scene
running
from that
down the
movie.
stairs.
Yeah.
And it like pulls back.
Right before the train station sequence.
Yeah.
That's the scene that like just made like my skin crawl. That whole sequence. Oh my god. Yeah, no,
Liam,
I love
You remember the
that.
Sex and the City episode where Miranda thinks that the neighbor is flirting with her, but he's actually with the guy upstairs.
Oh my god, yes.
She's putting on a show and everything. Anyways, that reminded me of anyway. It went very differently, but it's oh shit. Anyways, moving
I
on.
remember.
Yeah,
Great choice, Nick. All right.
Yeah, no,
Well
I,
done.
That's,
Oh, yeah.
I
It
love
was
that
on-
film.
it was on-
Seriously.
It was on my list.
Congratulating everyone else, but we're just like, okay. So my second pick is a movie from 2013, and it is it's Wolf Creek 2. So I'm pissing Nick
He is his
off.
own biggest fan, and I love that so much.
I am, and I don't care. So
You're not
Oh my
serious.
Same.
Yeah.
I have an actual pick. I'm just with you. It's also a movie from 2013, and it's not a horror. So
Wait a minute, hold up. Wait.
So Yutaka, I think we should probably discuss in private, maybe just having Pugapilla just stick to editing, you know?
Oh,
No,
God,
it's
let's
still-
not have that
it's a
conversation.
Scary movie. It's just non-horror. It's 2013's Gravity. Now that is like, surely we've seen this movie, right? This is, I don't think Yutaka
No.
likes it based
No,
on
no. I'll tell you my theater experience when I saw that, but this pick actually makes
Do they not
complete
have
sense.
Gravity in the cinema?
No, your pick makes actually really good sense.
That opening scene in this movie is what I'm referring to, along with pretty much the rest of the movie, because it is terrifying. And it also makes me the first person to pick like a space themed movie before someone picks Alien or anything. So that makes me pretty happy.
Oh,
So
I wasn't even gonna mention that movie.
well,
But-
someone
he
was.
called somebody
Never
just
seen
in
it.
basic behavior. That's what he just
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, that's
But
what I did.
this movie
Yeah,
Okay.
literally.
is solid. And
The
Oh.
Australian who keeps seeing Wolf Creek. Okay. Keep talking.
all right, I will keep talking then.
Oh my god! Wait a minute.
So
hold
you
up.
keep
It's when the
those-
Australian logs in that it just gets like just dumb shady up in this.
I'm sorry. We're raised by bullying other children in this country.
Oh my lord!
That's how we're brought up.
Mm.
But yeah, I went
I'm with you.
2013's Gravity.
We bully
because
people.
it's-
So again, Gravity, I saw that in theaters, and I will say that's the only time to me that I really felt like I got a really good use of the 3D effect as well. Because you see so many that do 3D, like adds 3D effects, or like you see the movie 3D. Gravity actually made wonderful use of it, and it felt very real. And I do still remember, like, the theater was practically empty. So there in that beginning, like, big
It's
action
just Yutaka
sequence,
in his right hand.
yeah. when everything's coming
And
at
his
you,
foot.
I just see this old man down like to the like 3 seats down, and he's like,
Did you hop a couple of seats forward and step on his neck while you was watching?
well, no, because I didn't have time to ask. You got it. Consent is key. So, but I really love the movie Gravity, and I actually
Ow?
agree.
Oh,
F off.
I think that opening sequence is so good as well because I think it's literally quiet the whole time until like
Mhm.
the satellite hits, and then it's just
Things breaking
so cool.
apart. Like the sound
Yeah.
design
Ugh.
was
It
fantastic.
just never tickled me
Disgusting.
pickle.
Yeah, well, I don't think anyone would. So
oh,
Plenty
Well,
have.
speaking of pickles,
there's some twink with a
Yutaka,
bloody hole.
what's
that
your
would say
second
but-
choice?
Oh, I shouldn't be here next week. Anyways,
I did have a pick that was also in space for similar reasons in term of
Event Horizon.
yeah. Yep. I love that film. But I think it does a wonderful job in terms of everybody's having their own I guess experiences on this ship that basically went the whole premise of the film is how like light speed space travel or whatnot. So to get from one end of space to another, it's like a piece of paper, folding it, and you stick a pin like so. And yep, there you go. And because they did that, essentially they just went through a yep
I actually haven't seen this movie, but I'm
Through-
recommended it all the time.
through a like a dimension, and they brought back something with them, and it's got like Exorcist elements to it as
Perhaps.
well. And I mean, the sound design truly is phenomenal in that film. And it's got
also,
a great cast.
yes.
Oh, yes.
Sam Neill.
Yes.
Yeah. Sam Neill,
Yes.
Lawrence
Yes.
Fishburne, Jason Isaac, Kathleen Madigan, Jolie
And isn't Sam Neill from your neck of the woods?
Jolie
Okay.
Fisher.
Yeah, I was
Is
just
that
about
Jolie
to
Fisher?
say like rest in peace, future
So-
king, because he's not well at the moment.
Yeah,
so,
I know. That's
Oh, I
upsetting.
know.
What
yeah.
happened?
Well, did you not know this, Nick?
what happened?
I don't want to.
He has
I thought he was from New Zealand.
stage 4 cancer or some shit. Like it's
Shut up! What?
He really does, Nick.
yeah.
You're like
Oh.
trying to like act. Which,
Yeah, he's from New Zealand.
oh, that's what he's
Well,
looking
I
up.
said
Not,
neck of the
not
woods.
not the stage 4 cancer. It's he's from yeah, he's
yeah.
not doing well. And I think
It's
he said
all
he's not
down
doing
under.
treatment too. I think he's kind of at
Yeah, he's
peace with it.
treatment.
He had
His treatment didn't
stage 3 cancer, and he is now in remission.
Okay, so it's just a stage lower. That's not any better.
Yeah, but he's in remission, so he's fine. He's thriving. He's
Sure.
thriving.
This is not the doctors. Let's move on to the topic at hand. So,
I am a surgeon.
But either way, Event Horizon, that's my pick.
Such a great choice. Thank you for that. Gigglepuss.
Eagle Puss.
You're giggling.
Is that me? Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go with 2022's Master, starring Regina Hall.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Mm.
it is Regina Hall in a serious role, which is she is good.
She acted
can
her
play
ass off in
anything.
that.
Acted her ass off. It is Regina Hall playing the
Oh.
first Black master of this elite university in America, and how politics play into things. But in the background of all this racial tension that's happening with her, there is also some things happening with another student of the possibly mind-free
Hazing
stuff.
in that.
Hazing.
Oh, okay. I was like,
We'll
what
go
the
with
fuck?
hazing. There's like a bit of haze. It's like hazing, but could it also be
Like a broomstick of the pussy? Like what kind of hazing are we doing? Like what?
Like
Speaking of Splinter,
you're
Ooh.
thinking of
Nice.
like witchery.
Oh,
supernatural?
the dark
There we
shit.
go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's
okay.
like there's dark shits at play, but there's also some hate. But is it hazing? Like, what's happening? Like, is it in her head, or is it actually people are doing these things to her? In the way that both of the, and it's following how both of these are interacting in this new environment. Some twists and turns that you do not see coming.
Lots of uncomfortable microaggressions.
Rachel Dolezal of it all.
Oh yeah, that I forgot.
Well,
that.
we know
Oh,
that
how did I-
George hasn't seen the movie.
George
Can I just
has
say,
actually.
Liam, I am so thankful
George
you don't
has,
write
yeah.
the synopsis for movies because that took like 5 minutes.
Get we are supposed to be
That's
filling
so
time here, Pugger.
condescending.
No, but you know how like there's like movie about sections and they just tell you like a little
Mm-mm.
brief section. Imagine Liam writing those.
Yutaka, you know who he is in the Housewives of Sydney, right? Just the,
This
just the.
I would like you to know you are a cock-sucking.
I'm guzzling Republic. And I
I'm
sleep
sure
better
he
at night
sees
knowing
it.
that I don't live in Australia.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Yes. Oh my! Like that is.
Oh,
Oh my
my God.
god!
That
She
is-
is an icon.
it
That
is
is.
must see TV. Like it is must see TV. It's the best show on television.
I
Oh my
think a new
God.
season just dropped recently as well. So
Of what?
The Housewives of Sydney.
Oh, well, never mind. It's not.
Oh, it's not the same cast. Yeah, no.
Yeah, yeah, no.
Oh
That's a shame.
no.
But yes,
no.
Master, it is on Prime Video here. So I assume
Same
because I
here.
think it says it's like a
It's
Prime release worldwide.
Video,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Or
So
Arrow.
if you haven't watched it, Prime. Get on
Good.
Prime. It's good.
Yeah.
I think you would
Excellent.
enjoy. I think you would enjoy it, David. I don't think you would need. I don't think it's a reaction one though.
Right, right,
I
right.
don't think there's anything really.
Well, I felt my
reaction-y in it.
reaction to.
I think it's a one.
Let me tell you something. I had a great time because I felt my reaction to Five Nights at Freddy
Freddy.
and Twilight.
Oh God, no! You're
It-
gonna traumatize the children, man.
Well, I thought it was
Not
a bit of
you.
horror, and I didn't know that it was played for children because I was like, oh, but people
Oh,
are playing this
God.
horror game and shit. So I was watching this movie and I was a little bit confused because I was like, this is the horror movie that people are terrified. It was just very confusing. But you know, hey, kids choose to click on my channel, ain't my problem. Anyways, the point is,
Oh god, I can't wait for that one.
yeah, it was a blast. But yeah, no, I'll watch because I'm a curious. You know, I love me some Regina, so I'll watch
Yeah.
it.
No,
Yeah.
I think this would just be a nice one for you to be able to watch and not have like the thingy of having to react.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I actually cried at that one.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, damn. Okay.
No, at Master. Dead serious. Yeah.
I didn't cry. I did have a very good time, and I was very
Enthralled by the situation.
shocked and enthralled throughout.
All right. Wait.
And it has an autumnal theme, so
It
it's
does.
perfect for right now.
Well, that was a very good pick, Liam. Nick, who's next?
Oh, thank you.
David is next.
Oh, damn. So mine is like one that I've talked about many times, but it bears repeating.
Showgirls?
Honestly, that if it was a bar, absolutely. Anyways, the point is like mine is 1962's. Wait, Yutaka, don't get too excited. Is 1962's Carnival of Souls. Now, this is a movie that I could visually just have playing on the TV just on mute because it's very eerie and haunting to look at, especially like there's scenes where, so if anybody's never seen it, it's basically like this woman who's on a car ride and all that stuff, and she gets into a car accident off the bridge and into the water and all that stuff, and then she, they rescue her and all that stuff, so we think she's fine, but then she starts seeing like dead everywhere and all that stuff, and there's a scene distinctly that she's walking at night and there's a party going on with the dead people, and everything is like spinning around while they're dancing. So it's like they're spinning around dancing originally, but then there's also like some visual trick where it's like just like almost hard to watch. And visually it's just like the wildest thing to look at because the way their makeup is done is very off-putting and very eerie to look at, but it's so visually stimulating. It's black and white, so it's nothing crazy, but like the settings and everything is so, when she's playing the piano, the organ and all that stuff, and everything is just like it is a photograph. Like it's a beautiful thing to look at, but it's also very scary. Wait a minute, what was that?
I forgot that. I'm sorry.
It's
Don't
the
do
new
that.
thing on the Mac where you're like, and yeah.
Don't
Fucking
do that.
hell.
Don't do that. Don't
Yeah,
do that.
because I think it's if I do this, right?
Okay, sorry.
No, I forgot. I didn't even realize it. Yeah, that made my ass jump.
Anyways, the
Jump scare
point is,
option, that'd be funny.
Carnival of Souls, great movie, visually beautiful, and the ending is the original ending of the ending. So it's like, the original twist. It was the first time they ever did like something like that. So
When you talk about this movie, it reminds me of when Pugga was watching trailers on his channel, and all I can think about is Lady, in, the Cage.
Yes. Yes.
Just watch the trailer for Lady in the Cage. No, I'm
There's like
serious.
a
I
4-minute
do like
trailer
Carnival
as
of
well.
Souls, but that the whole purpose of this is, who is it? Olivia de Havilland? Is that how you say her name?
I don't
It's
know,
happening.
man. I
Yeah.
wasn't even
She-
I wasn't even conceived.
It's
then.
like a horror film that stars, or I guess a thriller. And
excuse me, that is a 3-time Academy Award-winning actress. You better recognize.
oh yeah, no, I mean, but the intro to the trailer is her talking about.
And she was played
"You've never
wonderfully
seen
by
this,
Catherine
and
Zeta-Jones.
this is gonna make you,
Make you squirm. It's like this 4-minute trailer. What's the movie about? It's like she's just at
kidnapped,
home
and
then
she's a rich stuck in her elevator in her house that only is 2 stories.
they just leave her in there.
Yes. Sorry.
I'm Olivia de Havilland. You see me in these pleasant surroundings, safe, secure. But am I really? Are you? There's a side of life we tend to ignore, the world of humans so callous, so degraded they are worse than animals. My new picture, Lady in a Cage, explores that world. You will be shocked. You will be terrified.
Well, it sounds great. Oh, also, I've seen that. I just remembered. I did that on the
Lady in a
channel.
Cage.
Oh, no, not that. I don't know what
Oh,
that is.
damn it.
You
Carnival of
reacted to it.
Souls.
Yeah, you reacted to it. You did the
Yeah,
full...
I did a full-length reaction to
Yeah,
it on
yeah.
the channel.
Yeah.
Because it public domain. Anyways,
Right, right.
so
he's
my
bitter.
second
No, I'm pretty sure he's better.
pick
Mm.
is going to be 1980's The Fog.
Ooh.
That actually, when I think of atmospheric horror, that's the first thing that pops into my mind, because there is an attention to detail for every single thing in there. First of all, you got John Carpenter, who did the score. And in my opinion, other than Halloween, which is more iconic, the Fog score is my personal favorite. I listen to it every single day while I'm working, like a psychopath.
Seriously?
But it has a stacked cast. A lot of the people from Halloween are in it. So you have Nancy.
Myers?
No.
Oh.
But you have not Nancy Loomis. Why the I always call her Nancy Keys. She played Annie. Charles Cyphers, who played Sheriff Brackett. Janet Leigh, Jamie Lee Curtis's mother.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Queen.
Tom Atkins. You got everybody. It's an amazing movie.
Adrian
But
Barbeau. Okay, I see you.
oh, what did you say?
Nothing.
What about Adrian?
You didn't mention
Adrian
Is it not
Barbeau.
I didn't realize Tom Welling was in the one with Jamie Lee Curtis.
No.
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 But it's such a beautifully shot film. And they do a lot of, I don't know exactly how they did the special effects, but whenever you see the fog coming into the town, I feel like they built like a miniature set of the town and then shot like, fake fog into it.
Like dry
I don't know,
ice.
it looks,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it looks amazing.
Never
So
thought
if
about
you have
I
not
haven't
seen
that
it,
in a while. Maybe I'll watch that tonight.
1980, not the other one.
Yeah, it's been a few years since I.
No.
We'll
That
talk
was
about
up.
that one.
Oh god.
What's wrong with Tom Welling?
Nothing.
well,
but
nothing's
that
wrong with
movie
Tom
is
Welling.
shit.
Trust
But
me,
that
there's nothing
movie,
wrong with that man. But it is a different movie.
yes.
Yeah.
Does everybody have one more?
I do, and
Uh-huh.
mine's also not
Yeah.
horror, but I feel like Liam might agree a little bit with me. But trust me, it's a horror film in its own right, though.
We are getting off topic here.
Sorry.
All
I do
right.
have one more. Yes.
Huggo, what is your third and final pick?
So mine is a TV series. So a little
If you
bit...
say Wolf Creek,
you.
Think
No,
you're
my
Spoiled
I was
your
gonna
own joke
jokingly
by
say-
informing us there was a TV series.
I was gonna jokingly say the Wolf Creek TV series, but damn it. My actual pick is one that is getting a sequel, and we just mentioned it before. It Follows from 2014.
yeah, that too.
And
Ooh,
I only watched this on the channel like 2 months ago, and this
that
movie was
score.
so f***ing good, but it's so anxiety inducing because you don't know which characters are which character in the background is like this entity thing, or the one thing I keep remembering about this movie is the score, because that soundtrack is like holy shit, so good. And then the other thing I remember is the old woman like creeping through like the school hallways.
Yeah.
Ugh, disgusting.
Don't talk about David like that.
Well, I thought it was the tall bitch that came from behind the house.
Oh, that scene too. Yeah, that scene as well is terrifying. But yeah, I had a comment recently saying, why doesn't she just like fly to Mexico and fuck a bunch of prostitutes and then just leave it over there and she'd be safe? And I was like, I don't know if I should have that comment.
Wait, it was anonymous, right?
I mean, I feel like I think Alonda said it in her reaction, basically like just have like in the summer you go and you go overseas somewhere because it's going to take a long time for it to walk
Back
the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
So it's like you could just keep, every couple of months you just fly to a different place and you should be good.
Is my dumbass thinking it would just get a plane ticket and just
You never know who's sitting next to you.
Why is that a Family Guy or an American Dad skit of the It Follows monster sitting on a
Just
plane?
sitting
Where
on
I mean, that
Roger.
would be a good idea for the sequel, like having a scene at the plane and then you can't go anywhere, like something like crazy would happen like that. And I'm like, that man back there is not real. Like, like it could be like a whole situation. Like that would be fun. And then
Oh my God.
I don't know, just bring that
I
in.
like it.
Yeah.
Solid choice, Pugga.
Do you
Thank
like
you
it,
for
love?
that.
Are we doing honorable mentions?
Yeah.
We will at the end. Yutaka, what is
Okay.
your
It
third
was
title?
Daddy Says.
Yeah. So again, not a horror film, but I feel like it was shot like hold up. It was shot like a horror film. It would when you talk about atmospheric horror or anything like that. Honestly, and this is a George pick, but trust me, the movie Spencer, the way that you could sit there and say it, the way that entire
No, I'm fully on board for this theory.
Yes.
This is an
Spencer.
internet theory. This is an internet theory. And I am
way
here
this
for
movie
it. I
Wait a minute,
also
wait,
agree.
wait.
Yes,
Hold
it is the
Wait.
Princess Diana movie. Just trust me. The way
Okay.
the score, the psychological like torment that is going on towards her, and how this whole weekend plays out, you never feel comfortable this entire film, and it is unsettling. And it caught me off guard because I'm thinking I'm going to see like this drama, which it was, but then you start hearing the score and the way they're doing some scenes and you don't know who to trust. It is uncomfortable. And I really do mean it came off like a horror film. It's fantastic. And I don't know if they meant it to be like that or not, but it really is. Liam, you know where I'm coming from with this, though, right?
No, I know. I understand where you come from.
Yeah.
The whole the way Spencer is structured is it's a drama, but they use the way you would shoot a horror film, you shoot the film, and then add in the suspenseful horror style score to just make you feel as uncomfortable as possible throughout the whole film. And no, I'm
in Yutaka's defense, it would be terrifying to have to sleep with that man with those ears. But so yeah, I do get it.
Yeah, but the dinner scene, that one was that's still
dinner
I
scene,
remember that completely. Yeah,
the dinner scene,
a good movie.
The weigh-in scene.
Oh, that was uncomfortable.
Which season of The Crown is this?
The Crown was never this good. I'm sorry, Spencer is fantastic.
Yeah, no. Spencer is so good, which was why there was such an uproar when Kristen Stewart did not get the Oscar nomination that she very rightly deserved, because she played that role fantastically.
No, she did get the nomination. Lady Gaga was the one that didn't.
She got nominated. She just got.
Just remember, it was House of Gucci.
But you tell him, Liam.
No, I thought it was.
She got nominated. She didn't win, but she got nominated.
That was it.
Yeah,
it was the win. Everyone thought she deserved the win. Yeah.
So. Who won that year?
I actually can't remember.
Olivia Colman, wasn't it?
No, Was it Kate
Oh,
Blanchett?
Olivia
But-
Colman, darling. Yeah.
Oh, but that was a good speech though she gave. But
Oh, I
yeah.
love Olivia Colman
What
so
yeah.
year
much.
was that?
So yeah, that's I don't know if that
Liam,
was that year, but yeah.
You said that you love Olivia Colman. Do you love your third pick? What might that be?
Oh my god.
Wow. Don't quit your day job.
My third and final pick is
Michelle
Quiet
Yeoh
Place.
won it. Sorry. Sorry, Liam. Sorry. Sorry.
That wasn't the same year.
That was not
Michelle
the same
Yeoh
year.
won this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, my third and final pick is A Quiet Place. I think the way they use sound for this, a lack of sound,
Jessica Chastain.
really builds an atmosphere. It's Emily Blunt. How dare you?
Jessica
No, he
Chastain.
meant
Emily-
who won that year. He's
Oh.
circling back around.
Okay, we're on different
I was
wavelengths.
like, how dare you assume that? Confuse them ginger ladies. One of them is a nice person.
That's a deep cut.
That's Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt is the nice person. No, I don't know whether Jessica Chastain's a nasty person or not. She just comes across like a twat.
Allegedly.
Anyway, back to A Quiet Place. It is that it's across the board amazing. It's such a good film. You're uncomfortable throughout. The opening scene is just awful. And this is coming from someone who doesn't like kids. So you know it's bad when even I'm like, oh, that was too much for a child. Like, that's too much for a poor child.
Ooh,
David won't agree. Booer.
ooh.
Umber.
No. Oh, sorry.
And then the scene where she's having to give birth in the bathtub while the aliens are running about everywhere and he's having to stay silent. It's watching it, I'm just like, oh, this is awful. No, that's not the sounds. It's David's sounds.
Don't you talk about other people's sounds. I've heard you can fist people, so
Ooh.
That is only in After Hours. Fireplace, very atmospheric, very uneasy, very enjoyable. And the sequel is also just as good, which is a very rare thing. Thank you.
The new one's going to be ridiculously good. And yes, I finally watched them, so I was wrong. They were good.
I still haven't seen
Told you.
But
I've
this
only
new
ever seen
one
the first
is
one.
going to you all over. It's going to be good. It's got Lupita Nyong'o. What more do you need?
See, I
Ooh.
saw the first one in cinemas. I remember that experience of like if you were just eating popcorn or chips or that, you were just getting shushed because the movie is just like it's literally just dead quiet. So if you're making any sort of noise, you're just getting abused. It's like, okay, cool. But yeah, I haven't seen the second one. I don't know if it's the same level of you guys shut the up. We're watching.
Oh hell no! I like my
I
popcorn.
I think
Yeah.
I like the second one more.
I get nachos too, just to spike bitches.
Yeah, with some popping candy or something.
Shit, I paid $35 for.
Well, David, that is literally reaction time. There you go. Then all you need to do throughout the whole thing.
Well, I'm planning on reacting to it.
They're just crackling sounds the whole time.
I'm planning on reacting to it for sure. Yeah, because I'm curious. I'm
Buy a
like,
shit mic and everything.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, this new one's going to
Oh,
be
yeah.
great. I'm excited.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
boy.
the glimpse we get at day one in the sequel has me so excited for the new one, which is like it's in the Quiet Place universe. It's not going to be any other characters from the first two. It's just called A Quiet Place Day One, and it is the whole film about having to figure out what the going on. I'm very excited for it.
Very nice, very nice.
Very nice.
David, what is your third and final pick?
Okay, my final pick is a little bit predictable, but it's so good. And I just love this movie so much. I mean, not as much as the remake, but you know. And it's 1974's Black Christmas. It is, guys, there's nothing
Oh, good.
visual, like even when it's just like nothing's going on. You feel uncomfortable because it's like that mixture, that weird mixture of Christmas and horror that just automatically unsettles you a little bit.
Ugh.
And it's like when those, especially the end, the final shot when it's just panning away and it's just like the
It's
bleakest,
disgusting. It's
the bleakest ending I have
Mhm.
like, just because it's Christmas and it's festive and it's the lights and it's very saturated and beautiful, but then it's like this darkness that's just like so unsettling, and it's the body and it's just like peaceful, quiet, but it's not peaceful at all. And
you
it's
never find out who it is.
Look at them sweat patches.
oh my god, I just nutted a little bit. It is so good. Oh my god, and the visual of the carolers, and then when it cuts to him like running with the glass thing, and it's just
That's my favorite scene.
It's so beautiful to look at, and it's just so terrifying, but it's so beautiful at the same time. And then the music obviously adds to the Christmas element to it. But it's so beautiful, and it's like obviously, and also I could honestly say the same thing for the remake, because the remake is so saturated and it's so over the top that it's just like adds element, like almost weird.
Does Christmas time freak you guys out? And I truly mean this. If you think about it, when you go through like neighborhoods, but say it's all quiet. And so you've got this blanket of snow and you see all these colored Christmas lights, but you don't hear anything. Like it's eerie.
Well, next year's going to be freaky for
Are the people
David
from Screen
with
7
art,
paying
so-
you to say this? What are you doing?
No, I actually like genuinely, it was a freaky
But-
thing. Like just
No,
I remember.
I get it though. For me, it's mostly like a little bit of sadness that comes over, but it's never. Yeah. But it's never,
to me, it's bleak because like if there's been a snowstorm and everything's at a standstill, and so that's why I just like I
Never had
love
I've
snow,
never
but
had
I
that issue.
hate snow. Like
Yeah,
in
you would
terms of
hate
that.
Christmas over here as well. Christmas over here is like 34 degrees Celsius. It's hot. I'm
That
not
is the kind
converting
of
it to
Christmas
Fahrenheit.
that
You
I
can do
want.
it yourself.
oh no. I like snow.
It's disgusting over here.
I'm wondering
Oh,
how
I
much
would love
snow
it.
you guys are gonna get. with, like,
93. That's insane.
Yeah,
I would be
93
depressed.
Fahrenheit. Christmas usually.
90. That is insane. I'll be
Mhm.
so upset.
No.
I'll be
I
so upset.
assume
That's why
you
like
guys are gonna
half the
get tons
depictions of
snow.
Santa in Australia are like him wearing like a tank top and shorts. And it's like that's Australia's version.
Why am I
of
thinking
Santa.
that's Terrifier 3? There we go.
Yeah, there's that too. But yeah, Black Christmas is a solid pick because I
Mhm.
was told that was like a family fun movie, and I
said
watched
that?
that on the channel.
Who told you
And
that?
Someone told me that last year, and I watched it on the channel thinking I was going in for a good time, and I remember ending it. I was just like, I'm so terrified.
You
Oh, they
should
don't
react
have
to the newest Black Christmas on your channel.
I'm
Those are
going
wild
to.
numbers.
I'm doing the 2006.
Don't you do
one
that
this
to
year.
him.
Which one are you doing?
The 2006 one.
Oh, you're in for a good time.
I hope so.
Watch,
I wasn't-
beware.
There you
There is
go,
two
David.
ver-
Now you'll finally be able to watch one of his videos.
Yay!
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's understandable. I get it.
Patch Adams, do you have a final pick?
No.
Oh.
Patch. My God.
Is Patch Adams.
My God.
Oh,
Oh, no, yes. Okay. Anyways, so my third and final pick is going to be 2023's Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
You know, I was gonna joke about that actually, but I would.
Regardless of what anybody thinks about that movie, there is no denying that that movie is dripping in
Oh my
atmosphere.
God.
The cinematography of the movie is so
It's certainly
fucking
dripping.
good.
You just reminded me of another one that people hated that we loved. That has beautiful atmosphere to it too.
Well, I
that
can't
we
wait
just
to hear
watched
this
last
one.
weekend. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think the remake.
I don't remember having. I don't remember. I blocked it all out.
After hours.
Not
after
that movie.
But
Yes, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. It is one of those like B movies that
Little
is
blood
not
paper
intended
on.
to be good, but I personally loved it. I thought it was great, and they are making a sequel, and I'm hoping that it is just as good visually.
They
I'm
already
doing
showed
promotional
what he
campaigns
looks
for that
like.
sequel.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
like they
this-
made him like meaner looking.
Yeah. Well, and I think they also did they show Tigger, I think?
They showed Tigger. Tigger doesn't look at all like a tiger.
No.
Mm-mm,
I'm
mm-mm.
doing all the
To be
promotional.
fair,
things when
Tigger
it
never
comes out.
did.
I'm doing the red carpet. I'm doing the. Oh no, the yellow.
I
carpet.
am mad that you were
Right.
not a cameo in it.
I am very upset. They could have butchered me. I could have had the bees follow me all the way to the gate and shit, and I would have been running. I would have been any shit. I don't care. I would have been. Oh my god, could you imagine? And then I just have like, I'll be like, Nick, come on, let's go on a trip. Let's go. Let me go film. That would have been hilarious. And just vlog the whole thing, and when it comes out, just be like, hey, Cindy. Like, you know, like it would just, I was my fantasy and shit. Like, oh my god. But
That would have been so
Where's
cool.
it? Feel like they shoot it over in the UK, right? Because it's filming right now as we speak.
They film it in the actual place
Yeah.
that it's based on.
Huh? Oh?
They film it in the actual forest.
Huh?
So the
Huh?
it's not actually
100 acre
called
woods?
100 acre woods, but the
Huh?
woods that it was based on for the book.
Huh?
That is the place where they're filming.
Huh?
Such a bitch.
My favorite line of that movie is when she tells the group, the one girl, she's like, yeah, some she's dead, and she goes, what? Because I don't know.
Me, I was just cracking
It's
up because
amazing.
Alonda hated that movie so much.
Oh, she hated it. And Alonda is normally somebody that even if like the movie is not good, she says this. She'll be like, you know, normally I'm like, a lot of people worked on this and blah blah blah. She's like, this is just bad.
Yeah, for me,
It's amazing.
Honestly,
Honestly,
never
I
watched
thought
the
she was
mean
going to say
one,
that
then.
about Sleepaway Camp too, but she had a party with that one.
That movie is amazing. She needs to watch part 3
Oh, 3 is fun.
And
That's the
part
one.
4
That's the one
and
for
part
me.
5.
I haven't watched those yet.
I think it's because Sleepaway Camp has like a fun element to it, whereas Winnie the Pooh is more like just trying to take itself seriously, but not really. It's very weird. I don't know. I love that movie.
I mean, it was-
cannot wait for part 2. Oh my
Look,
God.
the fact that they were able to shoot it like on the budget they had and make what they made, I assume we're going to get a little bit of a higher
Did it
caliber.
have a higher budget than the mean one?
I believe so.
I think so. Yeah, the mean one was like bare bones budget. Like we're talking
Okay.
non-existent.
mean one, Mr. Nick. Okay, sorry.
We've done all of our official picks, so now we're gonna do our honorary mentions. And because Pugapillar complained that he didn't like that he always has to go first, we're gonna go in reverse this time so that he has to go last. So my honorary pick, since we're picking movies, that
You're
aren't
not allowed to
horror-
have 20 picks because I'm not editing them in. All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah. My honorary or my special shout out, it's not a horror movie, although there's a horrific scene, is going to be 2011's Drive, one of the greatest movies ever made. And it is, for those who have never seen it, is Ryan Gosling and Carey Mulligan, and he plays a getaway driver. He has very, very little lines in the movie. It is a movie that is purely focused on atmosphere. And one of the cool facts that I can say about the movie is Nicholas Winding Refn, who directed it. The movie is often praised for its color palette. And the interesting thing with that is the director is colorblind. So I don't know how that translates, but it worked. It worked. But yes, it is
did a good job then.
an amazing movie. I have a tattoo for the movie. The score for the movie is everything. When David and I were recently in California,
tattoo reveal.
When David and I were recently in California, we went to some of the filming locations, and I almost started crying.
There's a part of me that wishes that I had a colorblind friend. Like, does this match, girl?
You know, you know what? I think that story really shows that anyone can overcome anything, which means, David, you can overcome your issues too.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I
I do try again.
So yeah,
Anyway,
that is my pick.
You only had
David.
one? Okay.
huh?
I'm not gonna
Pug is like,
talk
I
about
don't
them,
need
but
so
I'll say
many.
them.
Oh, only one.
Yeah, only
Right, I'm
one.
not going to talk about them, but I'll just say them. The Ring and The Grudge, both are, regardless of how you feel about it, both of them are dripping in atmosphere.
You know what? Since he mentioned it, I do have to say, Showgirls, I think, is honestly like, I'm not even being facetious. I really do think that Showgirls does an immaculate job of making, like, adding that element, like almost like that nostalgic Vegas feeling of it.
Mhm.
It's like everything is so colorful. It's so like it makes you want to go to Vegas. So like,
But it's dark and
shots-
seedy.
Yeah, and the shots at night, or the shots at the cheetah in the back room, especially when it's just like quiet, the soft lighting, the warm lighting, and then it's just like, and everything. I do think that is whatever people can say, whatever they want. Whatever. I think is like visually stunning. Also, the costume design is like adds to the element of the visuals about it. But the scenes when they're like either at the when they're performing the main show and everything is just like the fire and everything about it, the elements are like so cool. Yeah.
Ariana Grande.
Grande.
Oh,
Almost made me
Ariana
watch it
Grande
the other
Liz,
day.
and Liz
They ate that shit
Giles.
up. They ate
Dude,
that shit up.
I've never
They
seen the
look
movie, but I
great.
watched that scene. I was like, okay, that kind of looks like a bit of fun. So I might watch it.
You've never
need
seen
to
Showgirls,
see this
Pugga?
movie, Pugga.
I'm sorry, I haven't seen every movie on the planet. No, I
He's
haven't
not a
seen
fag,
Showgirls.
okay?
I don't think you need to watch it for the channel, but I would watch it.
Oh no, I
in
wouldn't
your
watch it for the
person.
channel because that's
No,
not
no,
my
no, no.
I
demographic.
think your
I mean-
audience would enjoy that.
I mean, I dare
Yeah,
you to
you.
try and edit that video for the channel, but
Oh, right. Oh, duh.
The
I
number of
didn't
sex
think
scenes that he would have to get.
was just like,
You know what he
pussy.
could watch?
Oh
He
my
could
God,
watch the
just
edited
try
for
it.
TV one where they had
Ew.
to digitize black bras over there.
That
How
would
the
be
hell
fun,
did they get
actually.
around the pool scene?
Again, they had an actual digitized
Oh, no.
black bra. It was so
You
bad.
can't. You can't.
not just that scene. I mean, the one in the back room and everything when her pussy lips to the side and the panties
Ooh,
to the side and
that's a
shit.
sexy ass scene.
I
Okay,
nutted.
I'm gonna have to watch this.
Anyways, the point is.
Oh, you're gonna have a wonderful time.
Oh yeah.
Great choice, David. Liam, what's your honorable shout out?
My honorable shout out is to a specific scene in a movie. And that is the scene in Spice World, the movie, where they go to the mansion, and they're all having nightmares, and Richard O'Brien crawls out of the toilet like some sort of horror movie villain. And I thought that the Spice Girls homage to horror was chef's kiss. It was beautiful. And it was atmospheric. It was in a wonderful English mansion. It was rich in color and history. And the Spice Girls were amazing in it and really did the damn thing.
Who's your favorite Spice Girl?
Ooh.
Victoria Beckham, obviously.
Really?
I think she is so funny without like she is like Mariah funny, where it's like there's a certain kind of humor that they have that translates to them being like or like diva-ish, but they're just being so
Yeah.
ridiculous and over the top that it's just like you can't help but
Yeah.
laugh. Yeah.
Like
have that.
a scene that went popular from the Beckham documentary on Netflix was the crew
was
asking
great.
Victoria, asking Victoria like about her like upbringing and stuff, and she's sitting there like, yeah, no, like we weren't rich, like blah 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 blah, and then David just like opens the door and he's like, "What car did your dad drive you to school in?"
I
Because like,
loved
no,
that.
we weren't rich, and no. What car did your dad drive you to school? And she was like, well, a Rolls Royce, but
Is Ice Spice one of the Spice Girls?
no,
What?
he is a small rapping hobbit who has somehow landed in our realm.
Well then.
You did not just call Ice Spice a small rapping hobbit.
Not too much on Miss Spice now. Not too much. Not too much. on
1975
Spice.
all over again.
She just looks so
damn.
teeny tiny.
Like
Jesus
gra.
Christ.
Anyway, sorry. I love me some Miss Spice.
I love Ice Spice, to be fair.
Oh, she.
Hey.
Oh my god, you don't understand.
She's
It's
great.
Woo. Anyways.
Speaking of Spice, Yutaka, what's your honorable pick?
I mean, a couple that
That
I
Spice
think
is
we
expired, girl.
somewhat mentioned them, but but maybe not. But I have to say again, Hereditary is a great one. Get Out is a great one.
No. Next pick. I'm not talking about that movie. Next.
Which
Thank you.
one? Hereditary?
Hereditary.
Hail Pyman.
That. Move on.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
Watch his reaction. It's one of the best things
No,
ever.
don't.
But yeah, no, but those are really great. Like again, unsettling. You don't know what's going on. Things are just like slowly devolving around you, and I really enjoy that. But those would be two that are like honestly Midsummer as well. If you know,
Ari Aster in general with his shit atmosphere. Go on.
yeah, I
Tell us
don't know
more about this
about
awful-
not
These
Beau's
awful
Afraid.
films.
Not Beau's Afraid. That was an awful
Wait a
film.
minute. Wait a minute.
I don't care that Miss Patti LuPone is in it and Parker Posey. That film was shit.
Nobody does.
Is Patti LuPone the chick that was singing in the bathhouse in American Horror Story?
The
New York
this
City,
is the
horrible,
disrespect.
horrible, horrible.
Is the disrespect.
Wow.
Oh, she was also the one that was sticking bleach up her son's
out.
ass and Coven.
Get out.
Patty
Get
LuPone
out.
is a national treasure.
Yeah.
And
But yeah,
my God.
so those would be some good ones.
Get out of this room now.
yeah.
Actually, you want to know what movie
What?
also creeped me out though as a kid that I guess at the time was atmospheric horror because you didn't know
What
what was
Night,
happening.
Liam?
Mhm.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry.
Well, that would be an 8-part documentary.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I was gonna say the movie Clue.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh yeah.
That big old ass
Okay.
mansion trying to figure out who's
I'm
killing
waiting
who.
on him. I'm
Well, for me,
waiting.
will be the scenes when the darkness, when everybody's just like trying, when they're yeah.
this
I'm
was
just
supposed to
wondering-
be honorable mentions. This has
Okay,
probably
sorry,
gone
I'm
on
done.
longer than
I'm
most
done. I'm
rounds.
done. Sorry. Jesus.
Thank you for that, Yutaka. And finishing out the episode, Pugga, what is your
All
honorable
right, so
mention?
I've got 3.
Oh Lord.
Oh God.
So I'll make it quick. So
Tells his
this
partner
is a
that every
movie
time.
Okay, I've never seen this movie. I've seen one scene, and it turns me off. I don't want to watch this movie ever. It's this one will get Yutaka's chubby throbbing, I reckon. It's a movie
ugh.
called
Ugh.
Cairo or Cairo or Pulse.
Wait a minute. Wait a
There's-
minute.
There's a
Okay.
scene. I think it's called Cairo. It's Kairo. It's from 2001.
Cairo.
And there's a scene where this ghost woman slowly walking towards a character, and
You're
it's
just going to have to finish this episode up. I'm going to piss myself.
Go ahead, love.
My actual pick is the Insidious movies. I'm surprised no one mentioned them because their atmosphere is pretty that's
Not
pretty
that last
crazy.
one.
No, that last one was horrendous. We won't talk about
Or
that.
the third or fourth one.
Imagine, being in your room right now, but you're in a separate dimension. It's the exact same room, but there's it just creeps me out. So I'd say that one.
Depressing.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Is there moisturizer beside the couch?
No, I like to go in raw with sandpaper. Oh yeah.
Centipede 2
You know-
style.
You know what that reminded me of? Also, a good one is
I
Inside.
had one more pick, but okay.
Inside is a great atmospheric horror movie.
I want
My
Pugga to
last
watch
pick
that.
is Skin
Somebody-
Rink.
Oh no. Wait a minute.
Hmm.
Hold up. Well,
I like how that killed the vibe.
Are we
done
That's
yet?
What I was going for.
I hope you watch the movie Inside, Pugga.
look for the channel. It's like Hocus Pocus kind of vibe, but it's like a little bit darker.
Okay.
Well, that rounds out an amazing episode. One for the books, everybody. One for the books.
It's like college book.
Wow.
I don't know how to close these things out. So the Horror Hour, you can find us at the Horror Hour TV on YouTube, on the Instagram, on the Twitter/X, on the Patreon.
Where's the warmth?
And-
Where's the love? Where's the joy?
After you're done subscribing to the
Oh,
Horror Hour,
Thank you.
you
so
can
much.
find all of us. Hey, Pugga Pillar, where can folks find you?
I don't care. Next.
Pillar.
Well, it's fine. Nobody else watches this channel either. Hey,
Oh.
Liam. I'm just kidding. Liam.
Well, I was going to participate in the after hours, but I think I'm just going to off myself.
I'm just
Well,
gonna
um,
do
And
that.
the
That's funny.
hilarious Liam.
Do it in a place that's not hard to clean up. Please, you got a family, okay? Think about them.
Mm,
I'm
mm,
just kidding. I'm just
mm.
kidding. Okay, Liam, where can people find you?
You can find me on street corners, and the occasional cherry chasing website.
Okay.
Leave a
Yeah.
ball slap,
Ooh.
Yes.
and I will slap your balls.
Ooh.
Wow, some people are into that sort of thing. Yutaka,
Oh yeah.
Gen V style.
where can people find your balls?
Mm.
Nowhere, thank God.
On ice.
Yeah.
You don't have balls?
Ooh.
Yeah. They could just find me here at the Horror Hour TV. And if you want, we have a membership where you can watch TV shows and movies with me. There we go. Yeah, that's about it.
It's great.
yeah.
David.
Oh,
What
you can
about you?
find me under Nikocato's fat rolls like that are rotting.
No.
This just took 2 turns. Wait a minute.
I don't want to think about that.
I don't like it here anymore.
Oh, Nikacato when it's like hot and steamy and you lift the stomach up and it's just like
Oh,
ooh
Yeah.
yeah. Sucking all night.
Yep, you can find him at Zavid with 2 Z's, and myself, you can find me on everything at Nick Says Boo. So, thank you for
Nobody does.
watching. What? Excuse me? What
Watch
did you
this
say?
channel more than they watch ours.
Oh,
That's right.
Maybe
Okay,
not
well,
as
thanks
Chucky
for
reactions.
watching. Have a nice day. Bye.
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 You have been listening to the Horror Hour. See you next time.